Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm back again, it's Armand. I'm gonna make a quick video on 5 things that I love about my 2013 Mercedes C300 4MATIC. There's a long list of things, but I'm just gonna talk about 5 of them because there's too many to count. But these are the 5 main things, and let's start with number 1. Of course, the looks are actually the number 1 most favorite thing about this car. I think it's stunning. I think when you're driving by, seeing this car, and it really is a head turner, especially with the LED lights that we have up here. They're adaptive, and I know my car is really dirty even though I washed it yesterday, but they're adaptive, they're beautiful. I think that this car is really a head turner, especially with the LEDs and the LED tail lights that you have back here. It really is just a one-of-a-kind kind of look, and although this car is pretty common, you don't see it very often. When at night you're driving by and you see the lights, you don't see that look very often. So I think the looks is the number 1 thing I really do love about this car. I think it's a very good looking. I liked it when it came out in 2006 and 2007, and I still like it to this day. So aside from the looks, which are really stunning and very different, and I like how Mercedes updated it from the previous generation to the current generation, now the newer one is really good, but I really don't think this car has aged compared to the new one that came out. I think the new one is a good looking car, but this doesn't look like it instantly got old just because that one came out. And that's what I really like about this car, is it's original. And you can pick one of these things up for pretty cheap, and it's got a lot of nice features for it. Let's go on to number 2. I think the second thing I really love about this car are some of the luxury touches that you have. So for example, at night, below this mirror, you have a light that shines down. If you can zoom in right there, yep, it's a little orange light that shines down. It's the same light that turns this light on, but it turns orange and it shines right down to this Mercedes logo on the shifter. And I think that's a really cool touch. Also, down near the brake pedal, if you were at a light and you're in drive, and say you just got tired of holding it, as long as you do that, so you get to the stop position and you push down, it comes up with a little hold button. Do you see that down there? Which is, I can just take my foot off the brake and it automatically holds the position of my car at where it is. I like all those features. I like that when I open up the door, well, aside from me shifting the park, when I open up the door, the steering column goes up and down. I think that's a really nice feature as well. There's nice interior ambient lighting, especially right there. Underneath the door handle, there's lights that go on, especially as well as down here. I think those are really nice features. And all those little touches that Mercedes adds to its cars, I think it makes it really cool, makes it unique, it makes it a little bit different. And that's one of the many things that I like about it. So let's go on to number 3. So the third thing I love about this car is the all-wheel drive system. Now, Mercedes 4MATIC, and I don't know if it's just because this car is a specific size or a specific weight, but the all-wheel drive system on this 4MATIC is the best all-wheel drive system I've ever had. It's the best all-wheel drive system I've ever experienced in any car, SUV, sedan, Jeeps, whatever you call it, whatever it may be. This is the best system I've ever had. And I know that you don't think it might be because it's a small 4-door sports sedan and it's got a low profile and a low slung kind of stance, but it really is an amazing all-wheel drive car. Out of every car in my family, this car is the best. We've got trucks, we've got SUVs, snow tires. This doesn't have snow tires. This has all seasons. And it does, knock on wood, amazing in the snow. It's fantastic in the snow. And I love it. And I love being able to go out, especially with shitty weather like this in Utah. Shitty. You get a lot of snow. And so being able to drive around in this car and be confident and not worry that a snowstorm is gonna screw you over, or if you go to a class and then come out and it's snowing, you're not gonna be freaked out because this car is amazing in the snow. And if I ever do get rid of this car, which I will one day, I'm gonna regret that because of the all-wheel drive system. It is a fantastic all-wheel drive system, and I will vouch for it under any circumstance. Now, I don't know if the SUVs or the other sedans are the same. It's the same system, so it should be. But the one in the C300, in my personal experience, is the best all-wheel drive system I've ever experienced. Now let's go on to number 4. Number 4 thing out of the top 5 things I love about this car is the speaker system. This speaker system which is controlled by the central unit over here. It's a Harman Kardon system with a subwoofer in the back seat right behind the seats. That's a subwoofer. Is one of the best sound systems I have ever heard in an entry-level luxury car. I know that this isn't a Toyota Corolla, and I know that some cars are gonna have better systems than others, specifically because it is a Mercedes, but this is one of the best sound systems I have ever heard. And let me give you a sample of what that sounds like. Just kidding, I can't because of copyright. But believe me, the sound is amazing in this car. The subwoofer is fantastic. You can raise up the subwoofer, you can lower it, you can do whatever, and it really does work. I've contemplated putting a subwoofer in this car when I first got it, and I thought, well, maybe I'll wait a few years. There's no need, because the subwoofer in this car is plenty to satisfy your needs. Unless you're doing competitions, there's no need to get any other bass than that. And I love it. The sound system's amazing, and I vouch for Harman Kardon. They used to be in Lexus, they've been in other automobiles, and I think they're a fantastic brand, and their sound system is amazing. And the next car I get, I really hope it will be in Harman Kardon sound system, because they're amazing, and I will recommend them all the time. Let's go on to number 5. Now, I think that in order for me to do number 5 and do it correctly, I need to go for a drive. And the reasoning behind that is that number 5 of the top 5 things I love about this car is the power. The power is number 5. And the reason I say this, sorry it's really shaky, I'm about to leave a parking lot and there's a lot of ice and snow on the road because it's Utah and Utah sucks. But the number 5 thing that I love about this car is the power. And I know what you're thinking, this isn't a C63, it's not an Audi S4 or a M3. I understand that. But I didn't buy this car for the fact of its power. I bought it because it was an all-wheel drive car and I liked the size and I liked everything about it. The power wasn't on the top 5 reasons why I bought this car. But it was an accessory that I really enjoy and I really like that it had, because although this is a V6 engine, it's only 3.5 liter, it produces 248 horsepower and I believe 250 pound-feet of torque, give or take, plus or minus 2 pound-feet. This car is actually surprisingly quick for what you get, and I like it because it caught me off guard. I didn't expect for this car to be as quick as it is, because buying this car, I didn't think I was buying it for the fact that it was quick. I thought I was buying it because it's a luxury car. And so 0 to 60 in 6.0 seconds, and having a top speed of around 160 miles an hour on the speedometer. I know that's not much, but for me it's pretty quick, and it does a lot for me. And I love the exhaust note, and I love that you can hear that, a little bit of a pull. It holds the gears pretty well. I really think it's a very enjoyable and fun car to drive, especially when you're moving in and out of traffic. It's a really easy way to drive around and have fun, even though this isn't the quickest car in its class. But for the price, and that brings me to number 6, I think the price is really good for what you get. I think that you can buy one of these used for about 15, 16, 17 grand, depending on your area. And I think that the car is worth a lot more than that and what you're paying. It's just that they appreciate a lot. And that's nice for you. It sucks for me. It's nice for you if you're looking in the market for one of these cars, because you can pick one up and you can have an amazing car for cheaper than a brand new Camry, and knock on wood, there's not very many repair issues, and you can find ones with low miles for a very good price. So I'm just gonna finish up this video. Those are the top 5 things I like about this car. If you have any questions that I can answer about this automobile, I'd love to. Just let me know. It's a very wonderful car. I've enjoyed my experience with it for the past 4 years. And I don't know, maybe I'll change it up this year just to try something different. But overall, I would totally recommend this car. And message me if you have any questions about it. Thanks, guys.